Have you ever felt stuck? Like you knew there was things that you needed to do, a person that you needed to become, but you just didn't know where to start. Well, that was me 6 months ago. And today I'm sharing the same system that I'm using to transform my life. This is not just a plan for me, but this is a blueprint that you can use to transform your life as well. I remember life felt like it was on repeat. Every day felt the same. And I was just not excited about life. I was in a depressive state. And I remember thinking to myself that if I don't change, this wouldn't only affect me, this would affect an entire generation. There's people that really counts on your gifts and your purpose. Your God-given mission wasn't just made for you. It was made for other people as well. So in this system, I'm breaking down the exact steps, the mindset shifts, and the exact system that I'm implementing to see real changes over the next 6 months. This wasn't just a personal journey, but this is actually a roadmap that you can implement to change your life. Hey, I'm Marcus Elliston. I'm an entrepreneur, and my mission is to empower you. Now, I've tried making changes before, but the difference now is that I have a clear path and a system that has accountability built into it. All right, so the first step is to define your vision. If you want to change your life, it's important for you to know where you want to go. So you need to ask yourself, what does your ideal life look like 6 months from now? Also, pick out the areas that are most important to you that you want to see the changes in your life. So, such as your health, your fitness, your finance, your relationships, your career, your spiritual life. Pick out these areas that you want to see the changes. And the next thing is to get a why. You need to define your why before you do anything else, because your why is like your compass. Because one thing you can expect on your journey to realizing your dreams and to transforming your life is that you will encounter difficulties. That's one thing that's guaranteed. So whenever you have a strong why, it always reminds you of what you're doing this, why you're doing this in the first place, and it points you back in the right direction. Define your why, and once you have these things, I want you to write down your ideal life and your vision, what it looks like, what are you doing, and be very specific. Like, don't just put you want to be fit. Write down you want to compete in a marathon. Write down something like that that is very specific of how you see yourself. And if it helps, I recommend you to make a vision board. I have a digital one that I keep on my iPad. Let me turn this on. I keep it on my iPad, and it's like just the background. I made something quick and easy on Canva. Your vision is going to be the center of everything that we're going to talk about in the system. The next step is once you have your vision, because your vision is forward looking, now it's important for you to audit your life. It's important for you to look at your life. I call this section Audit and Eliminate, because there's a lot of things that you've been doing that led you to this point that are not serving you. So it's important to ask yourself, are the habits that you've built, are they serving you? There's a quote that says that success builds, or success leaves clues. I thought to myself, if success leaves clues, then that must mean that failure also leaves clues. And the life you're living now is simply the result of the habits you've built. So a lot of times I hear people complain that they don't have enough time for their dreams and their goals. But the truth is, you spend a lot of your time like distracting yourself because you're so bored of your life, you're unengaged, and so you get home from work, you scroll on social media, you watch TV, you play video games, you gossip on the phone. All these things that brings you these dopamines, but as soon as you get this spike in dopamine, you feel good. As soon as you're done with these activities, you return back to your reality that you're not so happy about. So it's important to change your environment. Remove the distractions. That includes people as well. You're going to have to separate yourself from certain people in this season so that you can see the changes in your life. And you'll be completely unrecognizable when you come back. When it comes to the audit and elimination, it's also about eliminating limiting belief. So it's about changing your habits, your mindsets, your environment, and your relationships. So write down a list of things, your anti goals that you're going to eliminate and remove. A lot of people have their should do list. Like, I should be doing this. You should be doing that. You need to have a must do. And so this next section is about your goals. So this section, I like to look at the goals as challenges because a lot of times we write down goals, but they're usually pretty vague and they usually don't serve us. So turn your goals into challenges. Write down write down 1 to 3 goals that you want to focus on, and it has to align with your overall vision. Write down these 3 goals and be specific. Like we mentioned earlier, if your goal is to be fit, don't just write be fit, be specific. Make it a challenge. Write in 6 months that you want to compete in a marathon or a 10K. Go ahead right now, pull up your calendar and find a marathon or some sort of race that you can sign up for. If you want to learn a skill to be a photographer, book a photo shoot. Like set up your own photo shoot, set up a little website or email a friend or message a friend and volunteer to shoot their photo shoot in 6 months. Maybe their Valentine's Day pictures or whatever it is, whatever holiday. And so write your goals and be specific by making it a challenge. For me, one thing for me is running a 10K. Before I made this video, my list actually says 5K, but I feel like that was too easy and I was taking the easy route. So 10K is now my goal or the challenge that I'm going to be focused on. This next section is called taking action every day. Every day you want to take an action that leads you towards that ultimate vision of yourself, because the vision that you crafted, that person, your future self, there are certain things that your future self does every single day that builds that character. Your brand right now is what you're building. You're rebuilding yourself. You're rebranding. And on a daily basis, whether it's drinking water every day, moving your body, going outside for a walk, checking up on friends, there's things that you need to do every single day. And here's some ways you can achieve that. You're going to use a scheduling technique called time blocking, where you're going to look at your calendar every single day. You're going to block out times for your goals and your dream. This is going to be your future time, where you're going to invest in yourself. 30 minutes at least. I think you could do an hour once you eliminate the distractions out of your life. You'll have at least an hour. I don't care how busy you are. You'll find an hour that you can dedicate to your dreams and your goals every single day. Minimum. The next thing is the 2-minute rule. Eliminate this procrastination. I'm still working on that myself. A way to do that is if you have a task that takes you 2 minutes or less, go ahead and get it out the way. So with these systems of taking action every single day, you'll get closer to that vision and that ultimate version of yourself that you're working towards. The key is to set a non-negotiable list that every single day you're going to commit to in order to achieve that vision. All right, so the next section is about taking care of yourself, your mind and your body. So this is very important because I've studied a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of motivational speakers like Tony Robbins, and everybody talks about changing your physical state, changing your body, and that's how everything else tends to line up once you change your physique and you change your mindset. So your mental health and your physical health is going to be very important to achieving your goals. If you don't have your health and your fitness as part of your vision, you need to go back to step 1 and add that. Entrepreneur Andy, he created the 75 Hard Challenge. You probably heard about it online. I actually just completed that 30 days ago. And this challenge for me, it really helped me a lot because every single day I was taking action. This is more than just a physical challenge. I'll put it up, the requirements, I'll put it up on the screen. But this is more than just a physical challenge. What it is for me was a daily commitment to excellence, because every single day you have to do and check off all these boxes, and at the end of the day you'll realize that you've accomplished all these things, and then 75 days later you've been consistently putting in work towards a better version of yourself. So now that you have your vision, you audited your life, you have a few goals or challenges written down, and you are committed to prioritizing your mental and physical health, it's important for you to have a project that you can work on. Because a lot of times in my life, I've realized over the years, when I felt lost or I felt stuck, and I felt like I just need to watch another motivational video or I need to read the right book, the truth is I just needed something to work towards. So find one project. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just pick one project, Whether it's a side hustle that you've been wanting to start, a podcast, an e-commerce business, a maybe physically changing your body, or a newsletter, whatever it is, find a project that you can work on and commit to. And that way, by doing this, you're going to find out that you're going to have to learn certain skill sets in order to achieve and accomplish this project. Also, by the end of the 6 months, you're going to realize that this project is going to require many actions that's going to require you to grow and develop. Now is the seventh and final step, which is to commit to your growth. This is about investing in yourself. This section is about investing in books, courses, mentors, because now that you are committed to excellence, you're committed to being a better version of yourself, you don't want to settle for being average. You want to settle for being extraordinary. So that's going to require you to spend time, money, and resources on developing yourself. And the truth is, you probably don't have to spend any money because you can find a lot of free resources out there. You just have to commit to it. So the challenge is going to be to commit yourself every single month to learning something new that aligns with your overall vision. And so this will naturally align with your vision. It's going to align with your project and your goals that you've set for yourself. And the last key that I'll give is that you need to surround yourself with accountability partners. It's important that you have a mastermind around you, because with the mastermind, which is essentially having a group of like-minded or individuals that are committed to achieving certain goals, when you have this type of energy around you, you're going to naturally hold each other accountable. You're going to become each other's partners and helping each other get to the next level. So now that we went over this system, it's a 7-step system. And there's a lot of actionable steps that I've included in this. It's important that you really go hard and you invest in yourself. Because if you don't invest in yourself, nobody else is going to invest in you. You have to show up and you have to take yourself and your brand seriously. You have to take this new version of yourself seriously. Otherwise, what you're going to notice is that nobody else is going to buy into it. Don't wait around on people to be convinced that you've changed. They're going to naturally see the evidence in your life. I truly believe in you, and I believe that you have the ability to commit to these goals. You have the ability to commit to this system. It's very important that as you go through this, that you evaluate your actions every single week, because a lot of times when we have these major shifts that we want to make in our lives, we don't hold ourselves accountable and we don't have a system of checking and balancing and making sure we're committed to it. So commit to a weekly review. Go ahead, grab your phone right now and tell Siri to create a weekly reminder for you to evaluate what you're doing and your steps. If you found any value in this video, subscribe to this channel, because on this channel, I'm committed to empowering you. So subscribe to this channel for more content like this. And thank you for tuning in. Peace.